Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2 and a couple quick things to go over. First off, the game has updated to what I do not know, maybe the whole Christmas thing, and that is, of course, killed the run I was on. So you check here at the map. I did not complete the run or anything like that. We were down here. When the game updates, when things change, it kills your run and puts you back at your garage. So there we are. Secondly, I had a controller issue. Something in the controller wasn't. Uh, Something with Steam screwed up my controller, so I had to reset a lot of my controller settings. So I may have a couple that are off, and we'll discover them along the way. So I think I may have already picked my next job, which is from here. Yes. I'm taking this, even though it's going along a route I've already been on, to a city I've already been in, but it's 41 euros per kilometer versus the next highest, which is 25. And I'm sorry, but greed takes precedence in this one. So yes, you won't see this for at least 4 videos. Oops, we're in neutral. Hello. Keybinds. Oh, shift to neutral. It's supposed to be there. Okay. We're good now. Let me make sure my microphone is fairly close. And I'm assuming, yeah, I can already see it over there. But yes, I am continuing to play. I am continuing to upload, just not as often because I'm enjoying Cyberpunk 2077. I know there's a lot of controversy, a lot of issues behind it, but I have a fairly high-end machine, and I'm not having any issues gameplay-wise with it. That's not to say I haven't run into bugs or anything. I have funny glitches and whatnot, but nothing that's broken the game for me. So, but I am getting tired about hearing about 2077 being screwed up and all. I did that again. 1, 2. Is my axle up? I don't think my axle's up. We shouldn't need it for this. There we go. Oh, still backing up. No need to go to any higher gear right now. But with Cyberpunk, I've been enjoying the game. It is actually a good game, and I hope. Oof. Oh, that was 1% down. Yeah, it was a bad turn, but I didn't want to hit the cop. Um. So, anyways, yes. I really hope that CD Projekt Red gets their gets a chance to make up things. I don't know what happened with them. I still believe in them to some degree. Um, something must have happened that caused this. There's really no excuse for it. I mean, if this was EA, Ubisoft, Activision Blizzard, I would be up their rear sideways with everybody else about the condition of Cyberpunk. But um, that doesn't mean that um, I still don't believe in them. I believe that they did misrepresent things, especially with the previous generation consoles, PS4 and Xbox One. I do believe that they did a lot of things wrong, but I want to know what happened, and sadly, we'll never know. I want to know what caused this. I want to know what pushed it to be this bad. Did they tackle a game that became too much for them to deal with? Because unlike the Witcher series, which a lot of people tend to forget was also a fairly buggy mess, um, the I'm losing my train of thought too easily. It's a very different game than Cyberpunk, especially when you go based on the fact that Cyberpunk is a much more densely populated game, in my opinion. There's a lot more to see, there's more people. There are big open areas, kind of the desolate areas in Cyberpunk, but oh, to me it gets just like in the cities. I mean, you could take the populated areas of Witcher and put them next to the populated areas of Cyberpunk, and just, I mean, the cities, the buildings, the billboards, the people, the cars. I really think this is something bigger than they intended to tackle. Also, I'm pretty sure it's done on a CD Projekt's personal engine, and maybe they're having issues with the engine and the graphics they did. I don't know. That it's no excuse for what they did, which was really, I mean, they really did misrepresent a lot of stuff. And the game has a lot of issues. So I'm hoping, and I know that they will, but and I know why they pushed it out as hard as they did, why they released it when they did, even after delaying it so many times. Christmas. They wanted to get it out for the Christmas season so people would buy it for Christmas and give it for Christmas gifts. But it's kind of funny, really. Um, I've taken care of everybody's Christmas shopping except for my girlfriend. I'm not sure what to get her, you know. I'm really not. I'll figure out something. I'm going to be going over the next few days. She may even end up being my first last minute, especially if she's going to be working on like Wednesday, because I know I'm not. And then I'll hit the town on Wednesday to go try and find some. Because ain't no way I'm ordering something that'll be here in time anymore. I finally got tired of shoveling, for sure. And I went and I bought a snowblower. Not just any snowblower. No, I didn't get an expensive new one. I bought a used. And she's an old girl. She's 40 plus years old. Works like a beauty. I don't know how many of you familiar with like old school old school rigs when it comes to machinery and whatnot. This is a very basic machine. It has forward and reverse. It has high speed and low, although the high speed doesn't work because I guess the chain or the belt broke off of it. But the low still works just fine, and I don't need high speed. Um, the carburetor was just redone on it. The engine was just touched up on it. Again, it has the auger and gauge. It has forward and reverse, and that's it. No multiple speeds. No throttle control on the handlebars. The throttle controls on the engine itself. If you want to adjust the angle of the snow throw, and it's not a long chute, it's very short. If you want to adjust the angle of the snow throw, you actually have to unlinch a pin, angle it, and then relinch it. Um, I mean, it's an old machine, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. She works like a charm. She works like an absolute charm. And I am like everything up and above happy about it. So I need to get a tarp for it. I got it sitting up on the porch right now, just chilling out up on the porch. It's gonna be a rough end of this month for me, especially into the beginning of next year, because I'm losing a lot of my school time. School holidays and whatnot. I'm losing quite a bit of that. I'm still financially secure for the most part. I always say for the most part, I'm not gonna like lose anything. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just, dealing with what's going on. Unfortunately, I have yet another bill starting up next month in my health insurance. Hopefully, I can still continue to afford everything, even though I'm not going to be getting extra school trips, because that was a big part of my income was the after school stuff. I used to get trips every day. I used to get trips over the weekend, and I would make a fair bit of extra money. It may come down to I have to start Ubering again at some point. I don't want to just because the pandemic, but if I have to, of course I absolutely will. Though I may not Uber, I may just try and DoorDash and Grubhub. I may run those two and deal with food and minimal contact with people. Um, I will still Uber occasionally though. Um, like when we had that big storm recently, I would have Ubered in that storm. Not for money. I don't do it for money. I do it because I know people need to get to work. There are people that can't call out. They have to get to work, whether they be nurses or Dunkin' Donuts employees. They need to get to work, and that's something I would do. But there was no need in the end. Not no need. Don't know where my mind went on that one. But with the pandemic, though, is the reason I just wasn't going to risk it. You know. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I'm just taking it a day at a time. My health insurance isn't too bad. I mean, I used to pay 520 for health insurance. My health insurance now is going to be like 350. So I'm happy about that to some degree, anyways. I have really good health insurance except for the deductible. The deductible stuff for health insurance to me is so much bullshit. You want health insurance, you get health insurance, but you got to pay up to a certain amount of money out of your pocket before they'll start. reliably paying. And it's like, really? Come on now. I don't think deductibles on health insurance should be allowed. Then they get co-insurance, like for hospital stays, that they'll only pay a certain amount, and then you got to pay the rest. I mean, overall, it's better than paying nothing. But can you understand why health insurance is a problem in the United States? It's expensive to hell as hell to get if you're not getting it through your company. And then you've got to freaking pay so much money out of your pocket on top of paying for your health insurance. It's brutal in my eyes, you know? It's really just brutal in my eyes. Oh yeah, we're not. Well, actually, we may make this in one run. Just because I forget is that we're gonna be on we got a ferry trip, which takes up a good chunk of that distance. I just look at the distance like, oh hell, we're not gonna make that. And oh wait, oh yeah, this I love when it does this shit, man. I gotta get off the highway here to get back on the highway and go the other direction. Makes perfect sense. Did I miss somewhere? I mean, in all my talking, I could have very easily just blown by an entrance ramp and not knowing it. I was hoping the light would go green before I got here. Guess not. Can stop now. I don't think my lights are on, are they? Nope, they weren't. I like to have my lights on at all times. I have to do that as a school bus. I believe that all trucks should have to do that too. Just flat out for safety reasons, honestly. Uh, yes, I am playing Cyberpunk. I'm also playing World of Tanks. I think I may have mentioned this before. World of Tanks is having their holiday ops. And I don't know. World of Tanks is a love-hate relationship with me. I hate it. I love it. Um, I try not to be toxic in it, although I tend to fail rather miserably at times. Yeah, well, nothing's coming. But I do enjoy playing it to a degree. Um, it's kind of like a go-to game for me when I'm really not feeling much else. Um, I've actually been a member of World of Tanks now for about 9 years, and the game's 10 years old. Um, so you know, I've sunk money into it. I've got premium tanks. I've bought their holiday ops loot boxes, but I don't mind their loot boxes. It's not because of the company, right? It is not because of the company. It is very much about way too fast. Don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. And it's not about the company. Then loot boxes are okay. No, it's about you are guaranteed to get more value out of the loot boxes than if you were to buy the things that you get from the loot box individually. So the things you can get out of loot boxes, the bigger loot boxes, is premium days, premium currency, regular currency, and premium tanks, lower tier tanks, I think from 4 to 6, and then they usually have 4 tier 8 premium tanks, which are the big preemie tanks. And overall, even if you don't get the big preemie tanks, everything that you get in the game, everything you get out of loot boxes will total more than the value that you paid for. So, and this remains true. People have done the math. If you add up everything you get out of the loot boxes and compare it to what you paid, if you bought everything that you got out of the loot boxes individually, it would total a significant amount more than what you'd get um, if you bought them individually. And it's the only game that can make this claim, which is what makes it okay for me. And it's not like they do it every year. They only do it at Christmas time. Again, it's not great. It's not the best thing, but it's okay with me, just because you'll get more value out of it. Although I got more premium days on World of Tanks, I know what to do with. I literally have 2 years of premium days thanks to holiday boxes. Okay, I have no idea what I touched, but I wish I didn't. I think I might have nudged the volume control while reaching for my back scratcher. The one thing I'm not fond of right now is I am struggling with my weight. I am around 346 now. I was down as low as 332. And that is very disturbing for me. Um, I am working on trying to maintain weight at best, and then hopefully I can see my doctor, get a referral to Boston Medical Center, which is where my insurance is for, and then through Boston Medical Center get a revision on my sleeve. I may even convert over to full gastric bypass. Again, if I'm talking about things I already talked about, it's because I don't remember I talked about them, and it's just what's on my mind right now. But that is what I'm looking at. Um, and then hopefully that'll keep. I was doing fine until the pandemic hit, and then once the pandemic hit, I wasn't going to work for the longest time. I couldn't go to the gym anymore. I do finally have a treadmill in the house. I've had it here for a couple weeks. I think I've used it 3 times, maybe, which is bad. I want to get on it more often, but it's motivation. It's so much easier for me to go to a gym and get on a treadmill, but I can't risk that right now. The pandemic's still spreading like wildfire. 3,600 people died yesterday due to the pandemic. 3,600 people. We're getting 1 million new coronavirus cases a week. And this vaccine's not going to be fully, spread out to people like me until April or later of next year. So it's really upsetting. It's just something that worries me. My weight, because I remember how big I used to be. I don't ever want to be that big again. But my weight's out of control. And it's upsetting. It really is. And I would like to, for my girlfriend and my mother to help remind me Unfortunately, my mother's an enabler. You know, it's I don't want to go out and eat. I'm just saying, well, I don't want to go out and eat. And mom's like, well, I don't feel like cooking, and nobody feels like doing anything. I'll pay you back. Let's just get something to eat out. And that's only a portion of the blame and a small portion of that because, well, I go along with it. I didn't realize I came off of cruise control. And I go along with it. That's my responsibility there. I really need to say no more often. And then I do it myself. It's like I don't feel like doing anything. Um, Nobody else I know feels like doing anything, so it's like the hell with it. We all go and we get something to eat brought to us. And then there are times it's just the bad days where all I do is I sit here and I continuously and almost endlessly snack. It's just and it's terrible. It's really terrible. It helped when I was just so busy I didn't think about things to get my head. I'm reverting back to my old self. Uh, Stress, depression. I've started having panic attacks again. Um, and all this leads to me wanting to eat for comfort, and it's truly upsetting for me. And I just don't. I'm just not happy with me, which makes things worse. Because what do you think that does? Right. It pushes me into depression again, which leads to me wanting to eat, which pushes me into depression, which leads to me wanting to eat. You see where that cycle goes. How far are we from? Oh, we're quite a ways. Um, yeah, we're gonna have to stop here, I guess. Hello, can we like place a pin? Not that close, huh? Fine. All right, that's gonna be our stop point. We're not gonna make it to the We're not going to make it to the ferry in one shot, which is fine. It's fine, although we'll be fairly close. I may just continue this run on, because it's not going to be that much further. The trailer looks so weird like that. Just from the back, it looks weird. I do like that this truck has come quite the ways that it has. And we've got plenty of power on it. That we've got the extended cab now, so she looks a little bit better. We got a lovely looking paint job on it, although I may change that soon, but we still get plenty of upgrades to go. Plenty of upgrades to go. I'm sorry for my continuous and endlessly sniffing. That always happens when I start talking. I'll probably want to be behind these trucks for this. am also going to fuel up just because we have a small fuel tank. We're already down half a tank. And even though we're well within reach, it's just still better if I do. Which means I'm probably going to end up having to wait for this jackass. Aren't I? Yep. And of course, this is the only diesel spot. Out of the way! Hurry up! Move! Hello? About freaking time. Joe, basic truck. Down, Bruce. Down. Thank you. My little boy pawing at my leg. What? Stop it. Come here. Here's my boy. You've seen him. I forget I can't put the microphone up. I usually do for him because he likes to go right into my neck usually. Here's my boy Bruce. You've seen him. My very rare dog. Yes, he's very rare. He's a chocolate merle. He's also a red chocolate merle. Means he has red eyes and a red nose, which is incredibly rare. Now, see, there's his little snuggles. Just right under the chin, right up in the shoulder, the neck area. You good boy. I know you want to go lay down on the couch and she's going to growl at you, but that's the way it is. Okay? Now I'm busy. Go lay down. Whew. Dogs. All right. Back in the cab, please. Yep, there it is. Bella! Stop it. I do have one American truck video poised to be uploaded, although by the time you hear that, I'll have already uploaded it. Gives you an oh, thank you. Gives you an idea of the way I work. But yeah, I really like my American truck. It's the Kenworth K100 modded in truck. Although I've already had an issue with American Truck Simulator that caused me to sell off a truck at a massive loss. So I went from having two trucks, two drivers with two trucks, to just one driver and one truck, and a much larger deficit than I am happy with. I don't know. I may look into see if I can find like economy mods for this in the Steam store. In the store, in the workshop. There we go. Help if I get off them rumble strips, huh? Yeah, we can't have that much more to go. Really can't. I know the ferry distance isn't that long, but no, no, we'll make it in no time. Ugh, eyes itching. This has been a fairly easy run in terms of traffic and whatnot. And yeah, I know I still have traffic violations turned off. And again, they're going to stay like that because I play this game primarily to relax more than anything else. Dude, can you like hurry up and pass me so I don't rear end this guy? What do you mean hit my brakes? What were you talking about? Uh, Tell you, if there's one thing in this house I tend to hate buying, it's milk. Why? Because it almost always gets wasted. Milk is a weird thing in this house. If I'm not drinking it using cereal, if I'm not using it for cereal, it'll almost always go to waste. And unless I buy a smaller half gallon. Now, here's the thing. If I buy a gallon, the milk will barely be touched. It'll barely be touched. Unless I'm using it for cereal. If I buy a half gallon, we'll be through it in 2 days, whether I'm drinking it for cereal or not. I don't get it. Of course, I'm going way too fast again because I'm not paying attention. Trying to take this corner gently. Okay. I don't know what you mean brake pedal. What is that? I just whatever. God, that trailer looks so weird. I don't know why. It just does. It just looks weird. We should be almost at we should be pretty close to there, I think. I don't know. I truly don't know. Yeah, I know, I'm quiet right now. Just kind of quiet time as we cruise into the last little bit of this run. Just the other thing I'm tired of too. The thing that drives me depressed is just watching the news. If nothing else, Trump being in office, and I'm just going to talk about it a little bit, just goes to show just how much our nation needs to change and how our rules and laws, especially when it comes to our president, need to be updated. End of story. Like, there needs to be a limit on the lame duck president's power so that they can't do exactly what's happening right now. The whole thing about a lame duck and presidents being disposed and whatnot, a lot of that to me says, you know, you're trusting the person that's in office to do the right thing. Um, Shoot, no, I'm not going there. I think I'm going, yeah, I'm going there. You're trusting the person that's in office to do the right thing, to have a peaceful transition of power, to not abuse his power, and to not try and undermine democracy and sow distrust in our election, um, simply for the fact that he wants to stay in power and or collect all kinds of money from his followers for whatever reasons, be the pay campaign debts or live however he wants. You know, you're putting all that trust in that. Actually, I'm going this way. And we are seeing the fact that that is exactly what isn't happening. We have a lame duck president who is abusing every ounce of what he has. I mean, he just recently, from all sources told, floated the possible idea of martial law in the four battleground states that he lost to run another election. I just. No, he's trying to stage some sort of coup, and a lot of people are afraid that he's going to try and do a forceful takeover using the military or homeland security or something. And, you know, where that shit can't happen, I wouldn't be surprised if his supporters tried to buck that up, you know? Where do you need it? I'll try it. Um, Actually, can I pull this off this way? I mean, maybe I can by coming around the back. And being able to turn in, and then back it in. So I've got a good lineup. You know, it was really close, but I think I can do it. Yeah, I can do this easily. Get ourselves some extra XP points. There we go. Trail it down. And we're done. Did we level up? Yeah, I think we leveled up. Or, yeah, we did. So we get our next ADR point. Class 1 is so Class 3 includes very common but also very dangerous fuels such as gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. So far we can explosives such as dynamite, fireworks, ammunition. We can also do flammable gases like hydrogen, non-flammable gases, including cryogenic gases, liquids such as nitrogen and neon. Also poisonous gases that can cause death or serious injury, such as fluorine, chlorine, hydrogen, or cyanide. Now we can do fuels, and then we'll have flammable solids. It's easily ignited nitrocellulose, magnesium, safety matches, and spontaneously combustible aluminum. Dangerous when wet are sodium, calcium, potassium. And then class 6, poisonous substances harmful to human health, for instance, potassium cyanide, mercury chloride, pesticides, including biohazards, infectious materials, virus cultures, used needles, etc. And then finally, corrosive stuff, which is basically like sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, potassium hydroxide, and sodium hydroxide. So that is what we will be looking at. Then we can finally start in our econo driving. New upgrades. Scania. Looks like we get the possibility of a new light top, which I won't want. New hubs, maybe. New vanities. Looks like we got a new low grill bar. Side exhaust, horn. Steering wheel, but that's for the 2009. I don't know. We'll have to see if we get anything. Another low grill. 6x2x4 mid lift. Possibility of a new 500 horsepower engine. Of course, that could be maybe new interior. We'll definitely have to go look. More new engines, 410, 440s. We'll have to go and look. We will have to go and look. Oh, we also might as well click this just to get it out of there. All right, let's take a look at the map. Zoom in. I don't see any question marks, so we're just going to head for our nearest. I mean, we made some pretty good bank on this run. There'd be no doubt. And we'll definitely want to rest too. Oh, hello, this is actually a yield. Yeah, there's not enough traffic in the game, but I am not doing a traffic mod. I think that's just asking too much. I may do a trucks and traffic mod. I may add one more mod, but yeah, I'm not going to bother right now. Well, shoot. Fortunately, we have a very tight turning radius because we have such a small wheelbase. I don't know if we can get there from going in here, but we're going to try. Does that look like? No. This is. Okay, yeah, it's right here. All right, always service truck first. And then let's see if we get new upgrades. Oh, we can go with the new big cab if we want to. Oh, I kind of like that one more. It's not as high top. It would still cost us a fortune. I'm going to stick with that for now. I don't think we need to go that high yet. We do have a 6x4x2 mid-lift axle that we could have installed. Just hurts our maneuverability a little bit. It actually looks like we lose fuel capacity by doing that, so we're going to stick with our regular. We do get a new 440 horsepower engine, so I will upgrade to that. No, we'll stick with our... We could upgrade to a premium interior if we wanted. No, I like the black interior. Now, I should have, honestly, different paint jobs as well. Heavy duty construction. These are all heavy duty paint jobs. Yeah, how about that? And Scania paint job. The old Griffin. Streamline. Heavy duty. Oh, the big V8. Beyond Borders. I don't know. I want to change up my paint job. Maybe that one. That looks pretty cool. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one for now in terms of paint job. I don't see anything flashing. Well, this is new steps. That's all right. We can stick with the same steps. Yeah, we could put a light bar up there if we wanted. Sure, why not? It doesn't interfere with the other lights. We can have all kinds of flashies now. Um, yeah, I think I stick with that because that matches the paint job and it gives me upper visor lights, which none of these others do. Scania Bull Bar. Because why not? No need to change that. I'm already up to like 60,000 in spending. And I think a lot of that's because of the engine. That's the visor. We don't need to change that. Don't need that. The horn change. Not going to do that for now. I like that. What's costing me so much is the question. This is only, it's got to be the engine. That's only 18,000. So why the hell am I up to 87,000? You know what? Let me cancel a C order. Oh, it's because it's got to adjust all the lights. Let me clear the order. Okay, let me just clear the order. And let's do this again. We want the 440 engine. Okay. We want that paint job. That's 50. Oh, because the paint job's 50 grand. That's why. The paint job's what's killing me. Alright, we'll skip the paint job for now. It's a shame because I really like the white. Now we'll change up the horn. Now we'll go for the Scania bull bar. Now we'll do our big pipes. Painted to match. No, we've got some new tires too. And these are better for fuel and for rain. And I will spend the money for that because it makes a difference in the long run. Right, we wanted that. What about interior? Anything change in here? Oh, I could go to a cell phone. I think that would be cool, honestly. Rather than the Portal Navigator, have my cell phone up there. This is just all the different. Let's put a Scania over there, shall we? I think we're good. I've spent 51,000. So let's just confirm the order. And let's go get some rest. I spent more than I made. Let's get some rest and just see what our next run's going to be. You know, we still get Pete out there making money for us, so that's cool. Matter of fact, while we take a look, why don't we take a look at our driver management and see how Pete's doing? You level up, Pete? Jeez, not yet. Come on, boy. You just need that fragile cargo. We'll be all good. All right. What's our next run going to be? Nitrogen. There's some money, huh? Again, going to where I've been. Cars. Oh, that goes down further. That's a possibility because that's not a huge difference. I don't feel like doing another track. Although that's 70. Oh, good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Run that by me again? What the hell is this? This is going all the way down it. Damn. Just seeing if there's like a really interesting cargo. Just to say there probably isn't. Is this what I mean? That's a long ass trip. Jeez, 3,000 kilometers. All the way down to the end of Sicily. I mean, in terms of price per distance, it's a lot less, but it's got a fragile and an express bonus. I think this is our run. So I'm even going to go pick up the trailer first. Oh, yeah. Also, F4. Yep, we got to make sure our auxiliary lights come on. Put ourselves in reverse. Make sure our axle's still up. It's not. We're not going to need it. Now it's up. Oh, our truck's looking sweet, huh? Is that looking sweet or what? Now that we've got the dual pipes on the back. I know I could have gotten it with the V8, but I like that heat guard down the bottom. I like that a lot more than not. Oh, I should have my wipers on, huh? Yeah. Okay. I know I'm driving outside the truck. This is just because I want to look at it a minute. And I know I could do this up here, but I really don't want to. Let's grab our cargo, which is that long distance girl. Of course, it's all the way over here. Even me to be backing in the wrong way. Fortunately, again, we have a very tight turning radius. Now, this is just all I wanted to look at here. Yeah, let's start the beacons up. That's a lot of beacon. Not the most I've had, but it's a lot of beacon. Yeah, we got the Scania symbols in the front. We got the Scania grill guard with the lights, and she's just looking cool. All right. Well, that's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've been enjoying bringing it to you. Until next time, it's going to be one big bug. I'm going to be signing out. I'll see you then.